What is your body? Well, for most of us, the first thing we would think of is this organic shaped thing. But when we think of that, we're actually thinking of someone else's body, not our own. What are you? Well, most basically, you're an experiencing perspective. That's what you have to notice first. You have to notice right now that you are there experiencing. And it's from within that experience that you have to think about what it is to have a body. That shaped organism is a body of someone else that you see. That's the body as an object of your experience. But that's not how you live your body. Right? You live your body precisely as the ability you have to engage with things. Right? You're fundamentally in the world acting and doing things, and your body is that power you have that you draw on to do stuff. Right? When you cough, your hand just automatically goes up to your mouth. If you're stumbling, your hand reaches out to balance. If there's bright sunlight, your arm goes up to block the light. In all those ways, your body is a thing you don't particularly notice as an object, but it's a power that you draw on as you need to deal with immediate circumstances, right? And so Merleau-Ponty says that your basic experience of your body is what he calls a body schema, right? You live out of a sense of these powers that are there at the ready that you can draw on as you need to deal with things. So your hand isn't a thing that you notice with a particular shape so much as it is something that's there for you when you need to balance against the wall or when you need to cover your mouth. Similarly, you don't walk around looking at your arm and seeing its shape. Rather, when you need it, it's there for you. You live out of this kind of sense of this network of powers you have that you can call on as needed, but that you don't need to be reflectively aware of. Notice, though, that those tasks are spatial tasks, right? You got to get this arm in the right spot between the light and your eyes if it's going to work. You got to get your hand in the right spot if it's going to cover your mouth. In all of those cases, that awareness of your body is actually a spatial awareness. It's an understanding of where something is with respect to something else. But again, it's not an awareness that's in the form of a kind of mathematical grid. Like you don't know that your arm is 18 inches away from your eyes or anything like that. Rather, you live out of this sense of your capacity to act in which the arm and the eyes and the mouth and the hand are all related to each other already. The very way you inhabit each of those is already defined by the way you inhabit the other, and they all work together in a single kind of network. And so that awareness of the space of your body is what Merleau-Ponty calls situational spatiality. Your body schema is a spatial awareness, but not in the form of a grid, rather in the form of an interrelated set of powers that are all defined in terms of the shared task they're involved in this case of, living and getting you through the world. And notice too that in that situational spatiality of your body schema, there's actually more than just your organic body. Right? If you've learned to write, your pen is there as a thing you can draw on to when you suddenly need to take notes. Probably, maybe embarrassingly, your smartphone is there too, right? It's automatically this power that's there for you to draw on when you want to check the time, contact someone, entertain yourself with Instagram, whatever it is. If you walk with your cane, that cane too is a power you automatically draw on unreflectively, and you engage with the world through it, right? So your lived body is quite different from your organic body. It's not an object, it's a lived sense of power. It's not something that's just in a position in space, it's rather an interrelated spatial situation that you inhabit. And it has all kinds of pieces that aren't even part of your organic body. We are experiencing things, but that means we tend to think of ourselves as reflective eyes, egos, right? When you think of what it is like to experience, you think, oh, there I am thinking about things, being self-conscious and self-aware. But that's not what our experience is normally like. We do that, but most of our experience is this sort of stuff that happens unreflectively. And so, whereas we tend to think of what we are primarily as minds, as thinkers, the reality is we're basically bodies. The truth of us is that we more basically live as an I can rather than as an I think.